Hello all. Let's check out another mod in a Space Engineer's Spotlight. Okay, today we're going to look at the Weaver's Laser Welder for small ships. It's a pretty cool mod. I'm currently using this in the Let's Play. There's two parts to this mod actually, not just the laser welders. I did kind of briefly showcase both parts, but the welders are the highlight of this one. Big fan of this one, so let's check it out. Okay, let's check out this mod. Like I was saying in the intro, I like this mod. I like this mod a lot. It's just the practicality of it, using lasers for welding. I just kind of like that. So we're going to take all this stuff off our bar. And does he have... He does. Okay, so he has his own grouping. That's kind of cool. So there's three different welders. There is a near distance, a medium distance, and a far distance. And so we're going to do them in that order. Small, medium, large. And then he has this cool conveyor. It's called the lateral conveyor, or thin conveyor, I like to call it as well. So the reason I like this thin conveyor is because the vanilla parts for conveyor blocks that look like so are missing a face for one. But no, when you put them like this, you might not want them to go right there, so you might want it to go someplace else. So, but in this instance, we're going to put, let's see, how do we want to do this? We're going to use these because they're part of the mod. So we're going to put one like that. Not one like that, one like this. And then you could do stuff like this. I mean, if you really wanted to get creative, you can do stuff like that. So you mean frantically clicking away on my keyboard, I'm sure. Alright, so you can do that, and then the cool part is these welders can now just stack onto there. And they're also thin. Oh, that one missed. Like so. So there's no difference between the three as far as appearance, at least not the I've been using. So that's number 2, and then that's number 3. So that's small, medium, and large. Kind of do those backwards as far as placement goes, but still, you get the idea. They all paint. Let's go with blue today. So yeah, it all paints up, including the conveyors. Both sides of conveyors both work. I've had no problems with any part of this mod. I'd showcase it welding, but it welds. It's kind of hard to prove that in this. I am using it in my Let's Play. I mean, you can come over to my Let's Play and check it out. The ship we have these on has been dubbed the Scorpion, so if you ever see me go to jump at the Scorpion or call out that I'm going to jump in the Scorpion, you will find them on that ship. I'm using them in a configuration with a cockpit, preferably. So let's throw a cockpit back on there. I can give you an example of that at least, right? So I'm using them kind of like this. Using a medium cargo container like that. And actually, no, I'm not. I am incorrectly informing you guys of how I'm using these. We're using it like this, if I remember correctly now. Like this. Like that. Like that, and then I ended up putting 2 on the bottom as well, in a little bit of a different configuration, spaced out one, but and then a container here, turned obviously the correct direction, so it works. So for those of you watching, at home, these two are not connected to the conveyor system. I'm pretty sure this is how my setup is on the Scorpion. At least really close to this. The reason they're not connected to the conveyor system, they're just there as welding support. They're not actually conveying materials. The outside ones can convey materials. These are just going to help weld. So yeah, that's an idea of what it looks like when that's like that. And to give you a point of reference, this is what the standard in-game welder looks like. So you're able to get 3 of these into the space of one of the in-game welders. So you get 3 times the welding power is that. Something I had not looked at, and I always tend to bring up, is components. So small ships, it takes a little bit less on the construction component side, but it does add power cells. And power cells, they take some pretty decent level of componentry to build those. So I think that's a trade-off from the iron that you make for the small welders. Early on in the game, you probably would build one of these to use on a ship to weld up. I would actually probably make a small ship with one of these to build a larger ship that has a bunch of these. By the time you get to the point where you could do such a thing, you'd have the resources to build these proper. Bulletproof glass is silicon, and the power cells, they take some ingredients as well. It's not just iron. Production, power cells. So iron, nickel, cobalt, and silicon wafers. That's quite a bit of materials. And you have to produce 5 of these per laser. So balance-wise, I think they're adequate. I'm using FAR welders on all of them, and they will reach, I believe in my Let's Play we tested it, 3 or 4 blocks deep. So I could literally, if memory serves, if I had this here, I could weld that and fix it from here. That's kind of where it gets cheaty, break rules kind of thing, but in either case it's still a nice feature to have when you're building large ships, and you have a component deep on the inside that you cannot get to anymore for one reason or another. It's kind of nice to be able to know that you can come along the side, attach, and weld, and get it. So once again, the Weaver's Laser Welders, there'll be a description at the bottom of every video, there as always is, but I'm going to put a link in it to this mod on the Steam Workshop, and if you like it, then you can go ahead and go check it out. And, if you see something foolish that I'm doing that you think I should be doing differently with these, and you haven't brought it up in my Let's Play series, bring it up now. Let me know in relation to this mod spotlight. Is there a combination that you would like to see us do? So obviously it doesn't work on stations and ships because it's a small ship only component. Yeah, let me know. I wanted to put these just a little after note there. I wanted to put these on the station. So when you fly into a hangar or something like that, the far-reaching ones, some on the top, some on the bottom, that they would trigger by sensor that a ship is flying in, and they would turn on while your ship flow through and weld up your ship. So any damage that you may have had done, you would be getting repaired. But as they don't work, they would have to be through a conveyor system of small ships and stuff like that. Something I still might do in the Let's Play series, a little bit further out. But yeah, just food for thought. So for now, this is Havoc, and make some comments below. Let's put some thought to these. Till next time.